Most buyers think they already know which used Cadillacs are worth buying. The problem is they're remembering the wrong cars. Today, I'm giving you 5 Cadillacs the market is getting wrong for 5 completely different reasons. Wrong years, wrong reputations, wrong assumptions about who these cars are built for. Each one of these is an absolute gold mine if you know what to look for. Let's get into it. Number 5, the 2018 to 2020 Cadillac XT5. Clean examples are $14,000 to $21,000. Nobody gets excited about the XT5. That's the entire reason it belongs on this list. Buyers shopping for something interesting scroll right past it. It doesn't have the presence of an Escalade. It doesn't have the performance reputation of the ATS or the CTS. It's quiet, practical, and completely unremarkable in the parking lot. And the used market prices it accordingly. Here's what those buyers are walking away from. The 2018 XT5 was Cadillac's best-selling model in the United States. Not best-selling among crossovers, best-selling model in the entire lineup. That kind of volume means parts are available everywhere. Independent mechanics know this car thoroughly, and the service ecosystem around it is as mature as any Cadillac in the used market. The 3.6-liter V6 in the 2018 and newer XT5 is a ground-up revision from the engine that caused expensive problems in the earlier SRX. Different timing chain architecture, tightened manufacturing tolerances. Owners who maintain these cars properly are routinely crossing 150,000 miles without powertrain repairs. The engine does not ask for much. It asks for oil changes. The 2019 XT5 stickered at $43,000 when it was new. Today, that same car is $14,000 to $18,000. A 2026 XT5 at the dealer starts at $46,000. Same engine, same platform, a third of the price. What to look for? Target 2018 and newer for the revised engine. Verify the transmission fluid has been serviced. The 8-speed needs a drain and fill at 45,000 miles to stay smooth. Skip that service and you inherit a shutter that should have been a $90 fix. Check every electronic feature before you sign. A retired pharmacist in Minnesota bought a 2019 XT5 all-wheel drive with 41,000 miles for $16,500. She had cross-shopped the Lexus RX at the same price. The XT5 had more features. She's put 18,000 miles on it. Her only expense has been oil changes. The cars people get excited about are the ones that break. This is the one that doesn't. Is boring exactly the point? Tell me in the comments. Number 4 is the Cadillac that buyers dismiss the moment they hear the name. And most of them are remembering the wrong years entirely. Number 4, the 2013 to 2016 Cadillac SRX. Clean examples, $8,000 to $13,000. Say Cadillac SRX to most buyers and they immediately think about timing chain failures, water pump problems, and electrical gremlins. And they're not wrong. They're just remembering the wrong generation. The 2010, 2011, and 2012 SRX had documented issues, serious enough that informed buyers routinely avoid them. That reputation stuck to the entire nameplate, and it's kept buyers away from something they should actually be looking at. The later second-generation SRX is a different conversation. By 2013, GM had addressed the primary complaints, updated the power steering calibration, and refined the suspension. The 2013 through 2016 SRX consistently earns owner reliability ratings above 4.3 out of 5. For a car now selling at $8,000 to $13,000, that's an unusually good reliability profile at this price point. The 3.6-liter V6 makes just over 300 horsepower and runs on regular gasoline. Available all-wheel drive, a genuinely comfortable interior for a mid-size luxury crossover. Features that competed directly with the Lexus RX when this car was new. What to look for? Service history is the filter. Documented oil changes and a transmission that shifts without hesitation. The electric power steering on these years shows wear as loose or inconsistent feel on a test drive. If the car has been in a dealer network its whole life, the service record should be straightforward to verify. The market never updated the story on the SRX. Buyers remember the early years. The later years are sitting on lots at $8,000 to $13,000, quietly waiting for buyers who did the research. A couple with 3 kids in Missouri found a 2015 SRX Performance all-wheel drive with 68,000 miles for $10,200. They'd been looking at used Lexus RX models at $22,000. Their mechanic inspected it and told them it had been maintained carefully. A year later, they call it the best car purchase they've ever made. SRX or XT5 at these prices, which would you choose? Drop it in the comments. Number 3 is the Cadillac that failed in the marketplace for reasons that had nothing to do with the car itself. Number 3, the 2016 to 2019 Cadillac CT6 with the 3.6-liter V6. Clean examples, $15,000 to $24,000. The CT6 was Cadillac's full-size flagship. It was not a bad car. It entered a shrinking segment and went up against buyers already deeply loyal to BMW and Mercedes. That's a difficult position for any vehicle, and the CT6 never escaped it. It sold in relatively small numbers and got discontinued in 2020. And what it left behind is one of the most underpriced large luxury sedans in the current used market. 40 inches of rear legroom, Super Cruise hands-free highway driving on later models, 12-speaker Bose audio standard, a rear camera mirror on upper trims that gives you a wide-angle view of everything behind the car regardless of how many passengers are in the way. All of this is available starting at around $58,000 when new. The 3.6-liter LGX V6 I'm recommending is the naturally aspirated version, not the 3-liter twin-turbo. The 3.6 gives you the same CT6 experience with a powertrain that shares its lineage with the XT5 engine owners are taking past 150,000 miles on routine maintenance. What to look for? Verify Super Cruise is active if the car is equipped. Dealer activation can lapse on used transfers. The air suspension on all-wheel drive models is the system to evaluate on a test drive. Each strut runs $500 to $600 when it fails. A corner that feels disconnected tells you what you need to know before any money changes hands. A business owner in Chicago drove a 2017 CT6 3.6 all-wheel drive back-to-back with a same-year BMW 740i. The BMW was $39,000. The CT6 was $17,000. He drove both on the same highway for 30 minutes each. He bought the CT6. 40,000 miles later, no unplanned repairs. BMWs at that mileage are replacing modules. CT6 owners are replacing brake pads. CT6 or Escalade if the price were identical? That answer belongs in the comments. Before we get to the top 2, I want to make sure you have something useful in your hands the next time you walk up to any of these cars. I put together a free Cadillac buyer red flag checklist with the exact things I inspect before recommending any used Cadillac to a customer. The suspension systems to verify, the transmission behavior to listen for, the recalls to run before you drive anywhere. Print it out before you look at the car. First link in the description. Number 2, the 2015 to 2017 Cadillac Escalade. Clean examples, $17,000 to $28,000 depending on mileage, trim, and condition. The Escalade is the most recognized luxury vehicle in America. That has been true for 20 years. When one pulls into a parking lot, people notice. When one sits in a driveway, it says something without anyone saying a word. That cultural presence does not depreciate. The financial reality has. A 2016 Escalade Platinum stickered at $92,000 when it was new. Today, that same truck is available for around $24,000. Most buyers scroll past it because they've heard about an active fuel management problem that costs $4,000 to $8,000 to repair when it occurs. They're not wrong that the problem exists. They are wrong about what that means for a buyer who approaches it correctly. The problem is well documented. Independent shops know exactly what to inspect. A cold start tick that clears within 90 seconds tells a different story than one that persists past 2 minutes. Service records showing oil changes at 5,000 miles tell a different story than records with 12,000-mile gaps. The buyers getting the best deals on these trucks are buying with their eyes open, not ignoring the issue. What's left after a proper inspection is a 6.2-liter V8, 8,300-pound towing capacity, magnetic ride control, and seating for 8 in a premium interior. The waiting list for a new Escalade today is evidence that demand for this truck has not gone anywhere. The price on used examples has. What to look for? Pull the service records first. Oil change interval tells you almost everything about how this engine was treated. Listen for a cold start tick at the beginning of every test drive. Check every seat heater across all 3 rows. Run the VIN through NHTSA for the airbag recall on some 2015 and 2016 models. A retired contractor in Georgia bought a 2016 Escalade Premium with 87,000 miles for $21,000. At the same dealership, a new domestic half-ton truck was $58,000. He walked out with the Escalade. He said the only thing he noticed missing was the new truck smell. Nobody in the parking lot knows what he paid. They just see the Escalade. Escalade or CT6 for a daily driver. Which is the better buy? Drop it in the comments. Number 1 is the car the market has written off entirely. And the reason it's number 1 is exactly the same reason nobody's buying it. Number 1, the 2016 to 2018 Cadillac XTS Platinum. Not the V-Sport, the naturally aspirated Platinum. Clean examples, $14,000 to $21,000. This car originally stickered at $60,000 to $73,000 when new. When this car was new, it was built for people who wanted to arrive somewhere. Full leather interior, genuine wood trim, massage seats, active noise cancellation, a Bose audio system that still sounds better than most cars at twice the price today, a rear seat with more legroom than a Mercedes E-Class from the same era. This was not a budget car. It was a car that competed directly with the Lexus LS and the Mercedes E-Class at $60,000 to $70,000. Today, it costs about the same as a used economy SUV. The reason is entirely about image. Full-size sedans lost the market to crossovers. The XTS carried the reputation of a segment buyers abandoned. Younger buyers dismissed it. Buyers who wanted performance dismissed it. Buyers who wanted an SUV never considered it. The result is a car with no audience left willing to pay what it's worth. That is your opening. Under the hood is the naturally aspirated 3.6-liter LFX V6. No turbochargers, no active fuel management, no complex systems that generate expensive repair bills at high mileage. I've seen these engines cross 200,000 miles on oil changes and routine maintenance. The 8-speed transmission needs fluid service at roughly 97,000 miles per GM's own service bulletin. That's the primary maintenance conversation on this car. One important note, the XTS Platinum and the XTS V-Sport Platinum look nearly identical from the outside. The V-Sport has the twin-turbo 3.6, making 410 horsepower. That engine is more complex and carries higher maintenance expectations. Verify the VIN before any money changes hands. You want the naturally aspirated Platinum. A retired federal judge in Virginia bought a 2017 XTS Platinum with 54,000 miles for $15,000. He had cross-shopped a used Lexus LS at $28,000 and a used Mercedes E-Class at $22,000. He drove all 3 back-to-back, and he said the XTS was the quietest and had the most usable rear seat. He bought the Cadillac. He said it was the easiest purchase decision he'd made in years. XTS Platinum or CT6 if the price were identical? Which one's in your driveway? That's the question I want in the comments. 5 Cadillacs. 5 completely different reasons the market's getting them wrong. Which of these surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. And if you're looking at any of these right now, model, year, mileage, tell me, and I'll tell you exactly what to check before you sign.